listening to Open Mind Industries podcast, The Mind Unleashed. Sit back, listen, and open your mind.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 11, The Mind Unleashed. It's been a while. I do apologize for the waitlist and all that good stuff. Really not much to talk about. It's been a really, just not much has really been going on. We've been working on the new handgrips that have been coming out. Not much tech news, unfortunately. I've been looking at, if you look at the Facebook page, I've posted a few things. But, yeah, it's been really wild. I was supposed to get Moby on here, but we're going to get him on tomorrow. Which is going to be the 10th of July. Moby just had a few things, I had a few things, so we're just trying to get everything squared away so we can sit down and have a real cool conversation and find out what's going on with him, how he became who he was, all that good stuff. It's going to be a fun conversation, but in this episode, I'm going to talk about some stuff that we've been working on 3D printing. I ordered a new roll of Cheetah, which is the 3D filament from NinjaFlex. It is a little more rigid. It's kind of like SemiFlex, but it prints so much faster. Yeah, it should print it really well. I ended up getting some new tips though for my E3D block, so I'm gonna go down to a 0.2. Was trying to print on something for somebody just a few minutes ago. Turned off the printer so you guys won't really hear it. The problem with it is it's just printing super slow, and that's due to me because I'm working on a few things and trying to get things adjusted, what have you. But yeah, it's been freaking crazy. I really, John got a hold of me a couple days ago when he got back from Austin, about a week ago. So we've been really working on, aka new hand grips, and these guys here, really came out good. We solved the sweating issue, which was the one thing I had a big complaint about. They printed really well. They took about, took about 4 hours. And for people who get into 3D printing, guys, 4 hours just seem like a lot of fucking time, but you know, when you get something custom made from either SolidWorks, 123 Design, something like that, and it's kind of up to your specifications, and it's R&D, so it's like, it's 4 hours doesn't seem like a lot to me. That's per grip. I mean, yeah, you go to Amazon and stuff like that, but there's things that like I kept saying in many previous episodes, you know, it's you can buy, but it's not going to be for your specifications, your liking, what you're looking for. And I think that's my gist of like why we 3D print, why we build like this, because we need to find out trial and error. Posted them on Instagram. People really loved what we were doing with them, and we're still R&Ding them. We might have somebody who would like a pair, but I put a pair on, printed them out, and decided, okay, I'll put them on. So these came out really well done. However, they were just a little size too big, so that's on me. I just had to go back down to the forearm crutch that I use, and I had to go in and say, okay, let me see what size it is, and then measure it from there, and got it pretty well dead on the money. Put them on, and we were able to go around, work with them, and try them out for a day. We did solve the sweating issue, which was like phenomenal. However, the way I grip my grips, I could definitely tell that I was in a lot of pain because I was gripping so damn hard. There was no cushion there to protect my palms, stuff like that. So I ended up pulling those off, put the old school ones back on that I printed. I sent a duplicate of those to John to take a gander at. I said, these are the numbers we really should be looking at. We had a great conversation yesterday, and we're in the right direction. I mean, we solved the sweating issue. Right now, it's just getting it just right to where there's enough cushion and there's enough grip, you know. Because if you go out to Amazon or Medline or one of those kind of companies, you're not going to find, you know, they want you to use like kind of memory foam. And what the problem with memory foam is it absorbs your sweat like a squishy sponge, and you don't want that. It's going to stink over time. And right now I'm trying to print out a rollover grip for a friend, a colleague of mine, that her hand, she's got major carpal tunnel, and she stopped me the other day and she goes, hey man, I'm really having issues. Can you please, for the love of God, print me something? So that's how I was working on just a little bit ago. I'm going to probably do some 3D printing testing today. Me going to set up for Moby's podcast for that. But anyway, you know, it's like you the hand grips have really been one of the big things I really wanted to work on, because getting them customizable, soft enough to where they're also durable. The ones that I have on now have lasted about a good 4 months. They're starting to get wear and tear inside the material. Granted, they were only printed at like 15% infill, and but they work freaking phenomenal. Take a lot of shock out of the crutch. So for those who don't know, when you use a crutch or a cane or whatever, when you're using them and you push down, it just freaking hurts. Like you slam on the concrete, whether it be asphalt, what have you, all that power has to go somewhere. So it travels right up the aluminum or steel or carbon fiber, whatever you guys are using, whoever's using what, and it just goes into your wrist, and you're like, "Ooh, shit, that hurts." It's like dirt bikers, motorcyclists, same kind of thing. You know, when you're riding across the road, get all that vibration up from your front, you know, distribution. It's just gonna rattle your damn hands, and you're, oof. You know, you don't want that. So that's pretty much been the goal. I had a lot of really cool guys on Instagram send me a lot of links to their stuff, and one guy said I could use his grips. He said, "You're welcome to use my grips. If you want to put your logo on them, feel free. They're free to use, free for you to use." Looked at a few of them. I loved them, but I'm looking more for the arthritic for myself, carpal tunnel, stuff like that, for day-to-day use. I thanked him. I'm going to take a couple of looks at his grips. His grips look amazingly done. He does, I forgot what cat he uses, but we were talking about that. Amazing dude. We had a great chat. But he does motorcycle grips, so like he rides a lot of Harleys, stuff like that. So he was like, "Hey man, check out my grips," and I did, and they look good. And I gave him some props for them. They look really wonderful. So he understands what I'm going through with the crutches, because he's not, you know, he rides a lot of motorcycles and stuff. He builds bikes, stuff like that. So he understands with the vibration differential, stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's freaking pretty cool how a motorcyclist can talk with somebody with a disability and kind of get the same gist of what we're talking about. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool, you know. But yeah, right now we're just working on getting the new grips done. Working on the numbers still with Ninja Flex and trying to get best speed as possible. I'm going to put some new tips on the Robo probably today, hopefully. I'll probably put the 2.2 on there. See how the quality turns out. Gonna try using some SolidWorks. Gonna try to get into that stuff. Really, not much has been going on. I mean, we've really been working. Got to play some video games the other night with a friend of mine, Franesco, and that was a blast. Play some GTA. If you guys are in the GTA forum, let us know. Hook us up. We are definitely there. So if you want to play with us, we play some really good fun rounds and stuff, and have a good time doing that. Weather's been crazy here in Orlando. And that's one reason why I wanted to do the grips also, going back to Orlando. Sorry for this rambling shit. I really have nothing to say, but you guys are tuning in anyway. Orlando being as freaking hot as it is, that's one reason why we wanted to stop the sweating issue and the material. And I was mentioning that to Mike the other night. He goes, "How'd the grips come out?" I said, "They came out good." I said, we solved the sweating issue. And he goes, "Yeah, man." He's like, "How does it function?" I was like, "It worked, but the problem was there wasn't enough cushion between the pole and the you know, your hands. You're pretty much grabbing the metal. You're not grabbing material. You're just feeling the steel of the crutch. You know, where the thing slides on, where your grip slides on, and so it gets about 98 here to about 103. Maybe a little more with humidity, and the material seems to be holding up. So I'm pretty freaking shocked with a TPU or a TPE that it's holding up that damn well. I mean, I'm pretty shocked. I mean, it comes out of the extruder at about 228C, which is about 400 degrees, you know. And I think I'm right about 400 degrees. And it's fucking insane. It's like, holy shit. But yeah, it's amazing how well the material seems to be holding up. But yeah, Mike had a really question. We were playing video games last night, and he was like, "Have they worked? Have you tried anything new?" I said, tried that. I said, "Still got a few more. We just need to get the measurements just right. So when you're gripping in, you have enough impact so your hands aren't vibrating, hurting, what have you, like that." But yeah, I mean, the weather's been freaking crazy here, and that's one reason why I was like, okay, these grips are working. They're not working. You know, what have you. Barb, his mom, probably wants a pair because apparently she lives up in Naples, Florida, and gonna try to help them out getting a new pair of hand grips, because that's the biggest somebody's concern is, like, here in Florida, nobody thinks about that either. Motorcyclists, stuff like that, they wear gloves so you don't slip off your damn throttle when you're hitting a clutch or what have you, braking and whatever. But I think we're in the right direction. But it's been a lazy freaking week. It's been learning a lot of SolidWorks, to getting into the printer. The DaVinci 1.0, I'm getting a new bed for finally. I ended up getting a new piece of glass, guys, and what happened it's from MK3D. I'm not gonna flash it on. Good piece of glass, ballistic glass, beautiful. Did a lot of research on Amazon, and everybody said it's gonna fit the DaVinci 1.0. So I was thinking, okay, and then they said, okay, well, it also fits the DaVinci Pro. Okay, cool. So I had all those questions answered. So screw it, man. It's it was like $11. So I was like, all right, I'm shipping with the Amazon Prime. I'll order it. Be wary. It didn't fit. Like, I did the whole thing with like using the acetone underneath the bed, getting it off the bed, getting the heating element off of it. Just fucked around a little bit. Heating element just got a little fucked up, so I ended up ordering a whole new bed system, which is about $60. And I was like, you know what, I might as well anyway. It's a DaVinci bed, put it back in. It should be coming by tomorrow. Kind of a pain in the ass. I kind of wish I didn't stress out so much of doing it, but so anyway, I got the heating element off. Everything should have been functioning. The bed, the glass that they sent me, was 2 millimeters too wide. 2 fucking millimeters too wide. And I was like, okay, do I score this? Do I not score this? I was like, you know what? Don't risk it, man, because I read all the reviews. One guy said it didn't fit, and he was going to score it. He had the same issue. And he's like, yeah, make sure you gotta get it scored at, like a glass place or Home Depot, whatever, have professionally done. I was like, I don't have a scoring station or anything like this to score this glass so it doesn't shatter. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll send it back. I went to XYZ Printing. Luckily now they're starting to sell spare parts, which they've always kind of done, would it be power supplies, what have you. Saw it on there. I went to a few other sites and they were out of stock, and I said, fuck it, just go to the source, XYZ Printing. And they had it. So it ran me, I want to say, $70 altogether. So it's a brand new fucking bed, brand new kit, everything. So hopefully I can find a solution for anybody who 3D prints out there of a fucking thing that doesn't crack. Like, that's one thing with the Robo 2. It's like, I'm very iffy about using these things here. And this came with the Robo, scraper. It's like so sharp. You're just like, you don't want to fucking scratch your bed. There was one company that I was taking a gander. I keep reminding you guys of this. It's a piece of like a cutting board. It goes on your printer, and it's easily, because it prints on it, and then you pull it off, and you just flex it, and the print just pops right off. I'm not sure with the DaVinci 1.0 or with the Robo if I'm going to use like a box tape over it to protect the bed. That's only like not even a half a centimeter of anything. So I'm trying to preserve these beds as much as possible. Robo, the reason why I like Robo is because the parts are readily available. DaVinci, same thing. You just gotta put an order in, yada yada yada. They don't sell everything for the DaVinci. You literally have to go and call them like, hey, I need this part or that part. So it's like, that kind of scares me with the DaVinci. The parts aren't readily available, which you need. But Robo's kind of the same way. They've got bearings, shit like that. But if you need another part, they can usually call them and they can usually send them to you. So I don't think that'd be a problem. But the new bed is coming Monday. I'm excited to get that in. I should be sitting there with Moby on Monday. And we're planning for a 2 o'clock podcast. We might live stream it, we might not. We're not too sure yet what we're going to do. I still got to get some software on the computer to record the Skype call, but I have a few things to do that. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what's been going on. I'm sorry for the fucking rambling. I just got out of bed about 2 hours ago. I'm just like, okay, I've got to do the podcast today. Just wanted to give you guys something because it's been so damn long and I've missed doing this. And that's pretty much what we've been up to. It's a fucking ramble. So that's going to be the name of this, the fucking ramble. Maybe the ramble. But yeah, it's been a crazy 2 weeks getting the new hand grips done. Looking forward to showing you guys more results. 3D printed some speaker holders for the for my surround sound, and these will be working well. I'll take a few photos and put this on Instagram. But I think I'm going to sign off here because I have nothing really more to say. I'm also going to give a shout out to my supporters. Dine Art Studios, DINE artstudios.com. Check them out. Daniel Weisenberg, he does drone shooting for residential, short films, this, that, and the other thing. So if you guys book a package with him, he's going to give you 5% off when you book with him. Use my code OMI for 5% off when you try to book a package with him. Or if you do book a package with him, give him the code, he'll give you 5% off a package. Or when you guys book with him, he'll take care of you. He's definitely really good. He's been doing some stuff down at Valencia College. He just got done doing a short film, I think he did. Also, Weiss Productions, check them out. They do short films, weddings, any occasions. He's been getting booked up like crazy. Use my code OMI for 5% off when you book with them. You have to book with them, and then they'll give you the code. So I will let them know that, and they'll should take care of you. Also, use my code TMUP for $5 off your first ride with Lyft. If you're a new rider, I prefer Lyft a lot, guys. I use it a lot. I prefer it a lot. It's great. It gets you to point A, point A to point B. My drivers have been incredibly good. You can tip inside the app. If you sign up right now, I think they're still doing a $500 driver bonus. The new restrictions do apply. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry for this fucking ramble, but it is what it is. It's free. You're not costing me anything, and I'm not charging you anything. So, but I'll keep you guys in the loop with the new bed coming in, the new hand grips. We're working on those, and definitely check out our Instagram page. Hit me up on the Facebook page. See what I'm posting on the Facebook stuff. It's really fun stuff. I found like a good article, so I'll post them there. Or the M3D that's printing. They had it print upside down. It was really freaking cool. They're trying to do zero gravity printing, and it looked really freaking well done. Alrighty, guys. With that said, always keep an open mind and have a wonderful week. See ya.